Welcome to Stellar Life Podcast. Get inspired and live out loud. From love, freedom, and success to having it all. Here's your host, coach, speaker, and shining star, Orion.
Roger, you're looking good.
The year is 2021. Humanity, we the collective, are experiencing a global shift and major uncertainty. Many changes have already happened within the fabric of our society, in our governments, and there are many more to come. In times like these, you must stay more centered, more connected, more loving. Follow your intuition as your northern star. Take charge of your mindset regardless of external situations. This year, I'm going to be posting special episodes called Stellar Experiences. In these episodes, I and some of my favorite guests are going to take you through a variety of exercises and guided meditations that will give you a stronger experience of self, calmness, and inner joy. Please do not listen to these episodes while you are driving or working. Find a quiet place, relax, and give yourself the gift of self-discovery. Welcome to your stellar experience. Hey, and welcome to your stellar experience. This is Orion. If you're here, you're very brave because you're willing to forgive something or someone. And that takes a lot of courage. And I know firsthand because I had to forgive many people in my life. But the biggest forgiveness I've ever done was forgiving my abusive ex. And the day I did that, I set myself free. Not only I forgave him, I called him, I said, I forgive you. And then I said, will you please forgive me? And the reason why I asked for forgiveness is because when I ask for forgiveness, I have power. I was a part of the situation because you always need two to tango, right? I was the one who fell in love. I was the one who ignored the red flags. I was the one that allowed myself to be there. And yes, they say love is blind. And at the end of the day, I was the one who was playing that game with him. And the moment I forgave him and I asked for forgiveness, I was able to really recover. It wasn't weighing me down anymore. And forgiven doesn't mean that I forget that he was don't want to talk about it. Really very pain-inflicting individual. So I don't forget that. But I let go of the pain, let go of the hurt. I'm telling you, sharing this story without breaking down and crying and thinking, oh, poor me. I actually look at this situation. Oh, my Lord, this was my greatest gift because it put me on the path of podcasting, of sharing this with you, of sharing other amazing people like Sara Schulting-Kranz with you, giving you those amazing experiences and sharing this content. And I don't know, like however many episodes we're now at, I think almost 300 episodes almost. That's a long time. And many conversations that I had with incredible people. Not only I was lucky enough to have those conversations, I was lucky enough to share them with you. And maybe I helped you. Maybe you've listened to an episode and maybe it's changed your life. So if this relationship didn't happen, what you're listening to right now would never have happened. And the experience that you're going to have with this fantastic guided meditation would have never happened. So sometimes we can see the bigger picture. Sometimes when we're in it, we're like fish in water. We can't see the rest of the world. And when we take space between the hurt and now, and maybe a future point looking back, we can see that some of our greatest pains were our greatest teachers and our greatest gifts. So thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time to do this work. It's not easy, and you're doing it, and I'm proud of you. I'm not going to introduce my guest because she sent an intro and she is going to tell you all about her and what she's doing. And I think she's freaking cool and everything that she's doing is amazing. And there's, I guess for me too, nature was one of the most healing things for me as well. And I just love just putting my feet on the ground and connect to Mother Earth. So she's going to tell you all about it. And then we're going to move into the guided meditation that she created. Enjoy, open your heart, and take a deep breath. Here is Sara.
2, 1, 0.
Hi, loves. This is Sara Schulting-Kranz, author of Walk Through This, Harness the Healing Power of Nature, and Travel the Road to Forgiveness. I am also a keynote speaker, a coach, and I guide healing retreats in the Grand Canyon and also out of Whittier, Alaska. Within the Grand Canyon, we do a lot of deep healing, meditating, coaching, adventuring, laughing, playing, and really diving into who we are as men and women. So much healing and personal development within nature. And then out of Alaska, I run healing retreats, kayaking out of Whittier. We kayak next to, oh goodness, it's pretty freaking phenomenal. We kayak from island to island camping. We kayak beside glaciers. Nature is one of the most underutilized tools in our own healing and therapy. The other thing that I speak really deeply on and a lot about is forgiveness and why forgiveness is such a powerful tool. You know, everything starts with self-discovery, self-forgiveness, self-worth, self-love, just believing in self, right? And understanding that we are worthy of every amazing moment in life that is granted to us and that we don't always embrace. And so I wanted to, within this episode, share with you a meditation, the very last meditation within my book. My book is written, it's not my book, it's your book. It's now everybody's book. It's not my book. This book was written though for all of you so that you can utilize nature in your own everyday life as your healing tool, as your transformative tool, giving you space to really find who you are. It's 7 steps to forgiveness, and we dive into everything from worthiness, love, finding your values, setting boundaries, you know, all of the things that I have used in my own personal development and healing journey, which I talk about in my book. Within the introduction of my book, I share a little bit of my memoir, a little bit of my life story, having dealt with so many traumas in my life. And then the next section of the book is all about the science of nature healing. We go into the energy chakras. We talk a little bit about the natural, the nature healing, the wonders of nature and how it actually helps us heal. Then we go into 7 steps, really diving into who you are, healing, personal development, growth. And then the very last section is about how do we know that we are on this path to forgiving and finding self. So I wanted to share with you this meditation because it's the very last meditation in the book. It's all about forgiveness. I had a dear friend of mine, Brittany Lynn, collaborate on this meditation with me. And when I was asked to do this podcast, I thought this would be the perfect approach to really getting it out there, right? So you can go purchase the book. It's at Amazon or at any bookstore. It was published by a division of HarperCollins. It was published by Harper Horizon. And then if you want to go and find out more about me, my healing retreats, the work that I do, and why this is so important for all of us, you can dive into my website, sarashultingkranz.com. That is SarashultingKranz.com. On my site, you will find everything from healing retreats to an online healing program that I run called The Trail, a community for truth, inspiration, hope, and healing. You will find lots of free stuff, lots and lots of free stuff for you to dive into, along with downloadable programs as well. I love this work. I love doing all of this for you. There's a really good TED Talk on my site as well that I gave. It's all about forgiveness, how we need to actually change the definition of forgiveness in society. Because right now, Within Webster's dictionary, it's about to forgive, and the process is to forgive and forget. And when I am talking about healing and forgiveness and deep growth, it's not about forgetting that anything happened to you in life. It's about honoring your journey and the experiences that you have actually walked through, right? And so I really find that one of the most important things that we can do is to honor our life, to honor our moments within the, it's not even about, we know life is not about the destination, right? Like we all know that. We've heard that 1,000 times. People say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. I actually will say that it's about the moments within the journey that lead to the destination. So it's about honoring every moment, every breath that you take while you are here on this earth, which is why I dive so deep into this work and believe so much in each and every one of you. Whoever you are listening, you are meant to be here right now hearing my words. And that is why, just saying that makes me go, So that is why I do this work in every single moment that I can. The other thing is that we launched, so this is really exciting. I was a guest expert on The Doctors recently. And if you are interested it's a nationally televised show. And if you are interested in going and watching there's 4 or 5 segments. If you're interested in watching any of them, go to thedoctors.com. You can plug my name in there and watch them, or they are also on YouTube. We dove into relational and betrayal trauma, something that I speak about quite a bit. And we also dive into my story and why nature is so important within our healing journey. So with that, I hope that you enjoy this beautiful meditation that I recorded for all of you. And I would love to hear from you. Follow me on Instagram, Sara Schulting-Kranz. On Facebook, Live Boldly with Sara Schulting-Kranz, or just my name, Sara Schulting-Kranz. You can also find me, as I said, through my website, sarashultingkranz.com, or email me, Sara, S-A-R-A, at sarashultingkranz.com. Please, if you do purchase the book, when you do, there's an Audible version as well that I did record. Go into my website, download the meditations to your phone, take them outside, and enjoy listening and journaling, all of this for you. While you're listening to this upcoming meditation, I would also suggest that you do, if you can, take it outside and listen to it. And if not, totally fine. Just ground yourself to wherever you are at this moment. And while you are listening, I am with you. I am with you, seeing you, hearing you. Because as I always say, I am you and you are me. We are simply mirrors for one another, connected through story and word. I love you. Enjoy. I look forward to hearing from you. I'd like to share a beautiful 3-part forgiveness meditation for self, others, and the world, which Brittany Lynn and I created for all of you. Please find a quiet, comfortable place, hopefully in nature, but you can also do this at home, where you can listen and receive. Guided meditation for forgiveness. Close your eyes and begin to slow your breath. Notice what it's like to breathe in and breathe out. And notice how your body feels right now. When you think of forgiveness, where in your body do you feel it? Do you feel relaxed or tense when you think of forgiveness? Just notice how it feels to invite forgiveness in. Take a deep inhale release your breath. As you breathe slowly, allow your body to soften as you invite yourself to move from the space of your head into the space of your heart. Breathe from your heart space. Feel your heart begin to open. As you continue on this journey to release everything that no longer serves you and invite in the things that you value, feel into the space of your heart. Breathe in and release. Imagine sitting with yourself, either in a mirror or sitting face to face. It may be you today or a younger version of yourself. As you look into your own eyes, you see deeper than the surface. See everything you have been through and everything you have experienced. And know that you are doing your best. See yourself without judgment. As you see yourself, your true self, say to yourself, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you for everything you have done and held on to. I forgive your past. I forgive your guilt and shame. I forgive you for the ways your actions have affected me. I forgive you. I forgive you. Now imagine sitting in front of a person who has challenged you. They can be living or may have passed. Forgiveness transcends space and time. As hard as it might be, sit with this person in front of you and just notice how you feel. Imagine looking into their eyes, beyond the surface of who they are, and see them as another human being. See everything they have been through and everything they have experienced. And know that they too are doing their best. See them without judgment. As you see this person, say to them, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you for everything you have done and held on to. I forgive your past. I forgive your guilt and shame. I forgive you for the ways your actions have affected me, and I hand you back my pain. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. As you sit in front of this person and feel your heart getting lighter, you watch as this person takes a deep breath. And as they open their mouth to speak, you listen to their words. And as they speak, you continue to forgive them. They say to you,
"Thank you for your forgiveness. I accept your forgiveness. I accept your forgiveness for my guilt and shame, and for everything I have done that has affected you. You no longer need to carry the past or your pain that you have handed back to me. We are both lighter for your forgiveness. Thank you for your forgiveness."
allow the image of this person to slowly fade in your mind and return to your heart. Breathe into your heart space. Inhale and exhale. Now picture the entire world in your mind, with every person and creature living on this planet we call home. This living, breathing organism we all live on. See everything that every living being has experienced in the past and present. And know that we are all just doing our best. See the entire world without judgment. As you see Mother Earth, say to the world, I send you forgiveness. I send you forgiveness. I send forgiveness to everyone and everything that has experienced the hardships of life on this planet. I send forgiveness for the past, I send forgiveness for all guilts and shames. I send forgiveness for all the actions that have affected others. I send you forgiveness. I send you forgiveness. I send the entire world forgiveness. Allow the image of the world to slowly fade in your mind and return to your heart. Breathe into your heart space. Inhale and exhale. As you continue to send forgiveness out into the world, know that everything is connected. As you give forgiveness to the world, know that it is pouring back into you. You deserve the forgiveness that you are so freely giving to everyone and everything around you. And as the world around you soaks in the forgiveness from your heart, say to yourself in your mind, I surrender to the power of forgiveness. I know who I am. I value my worth and I love myself. I have healthy boundaries for myself and others. I release judgment of myself and others and continue to show up for myself. I give myself permission to just be. I forgive myself. I forgive those who have wronged me. I send forgiveness out into the world. Take another deep breath into your heart space. And release this breath out into the world. Begin to bring your awareness back to this moment, back to presence. As you drop back into your physical body, start to bring gentle movements back to your fingers and toes. And when you feel ready, begin to open your eyes as you move back into your day with a lighter and forgiving heart.
Thank you for joining me on my mission to light people up and change lives around the world. I hope today's conversation inspires you to step up, go after the life of your dreams, and be who you want to be. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go to stellarlifepodcast.com for show notes, transcripts, and other cool stuff. And please subscribe, review, and help spread the word by sharing us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the next episode.